a couple of months ago, I was creating and I was scaling a marketing agency, and I was very stressed. I was working every single day, 10 to 12 hours per day, on something that I didn't really like it. I mean, I was doing it because of the money, but I wasn't very passionate about that. But that's not the most important thing. The thing is that when you are providing a service, I think you have a ceiling, okay, that most people don't realize they have. So they end up working a lot and they start changing time for money. And even though they can be making like a lot of money, they are still changing time for money. So in this video, I want to talk about that. I came back to where I were, that is building up, okay, I'm building software because I think it's the only thing that you can put a lot of effort into, different, I mean, from other businesses, and then you can scale. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Justo. I'm in the process of creating 12 apps in 1 year. I recently launched the 5th app and now I'm building the 6th one. I would recommend you to stay until the end of this video because this can really change the way you think and, most important, can change your business. Look, your service isn't the problem by itself. Your ceiling is. If your revenue is going up and your stress is going up faster, think about it. I mean, it's really worth it to keep going with that. Not if you're just starting, not if you're experimented. I mean, if you already have or if you already run a real service business. You have clients, you have a team, and money comes in every month. And yet, I mean, something feels off. On paper, things look fine, okay? Revenue grows, team grows, processes get better, but your calendar get worse. Not worse because you don't have meetings, but worse because you're changing time for money, okay? More things that break if you're not paying attention, so you're trapped. And that's the part that nobody names because from the outside it looks like success, but from the inside I already experienced that it feels like pressure taking. Not once, but every month. And a lot of people and a lot of service founders think, okay, if I just hire better people, this fixes itself. So you hire a senior operator, a project manager, another layer, and for a moment it feels better until you're still the final decision. Clients still want you, the team still escalates to you, and revenue still depends on your presence. So you didn't remove the bottleneck, okay? That's the hard part to accept and to understand. Hiring increased capacity, but not leverage. That distinction matters more than most founders realize. Because the truth is that services don't break because they are bad businesses, okay? They are good, very good business models, but they break because they scale volume, not independence. So you can sell more, hire more, deliver more, and still be structurally required for the whole thing to work. And the thing is that a lot of people think that they start making money so they have a real business, but instead they have a high paying job, okay? This is difficult to accept, but it's the truth. I mean, why this feels so confusing? Founders get stuck here for years. The business works, as I was telling you, clients are happy, cash flow is real, nothing is on fire. So it feels irresponsible to change anything. But the cost is is not visible, okay, in revenue, because I already went through that. It shows up as decision fatigue, attention fragmentation, being unable to step away, every moment creating more surface area. You are not burning out, you are hitting the ceiling of the service. And the service ceiling isn't about money, it's about founder dependency. We were crossing, the 2K line when we had the agency with a friend of mine. But the thing is that we were scaling and at the same time we were more present. On the agency. And the goal wasn't to change time for money. Our goal was to create a business and create something that could almost work by itself, okay, without us having to be there. I keep working anyway, but that was the goal. So ask yourself, one uncomfortable question. If I disappeared for 90 months, what actually breaks? Not hypothetically, operationally. If the answer is sales slow down, quality drops, decisions stall, or clients get nervous, you don't know and you don't own a scalable business. As I was telling you, you own a well-paid role, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that if you really want to take your business to a better level, if you really want to scale, roles don't compound. Okay, so why better ops is a false fix. Most advice points you in the wrong direction here. Systematize more, document everything, delegate harder. Those help, but they don't change the core equation because the value your clients pay for is still routes through you, but you can remove yourself from a service that is priced on judgment, context, and trust. So ops makes the machine smoother. It doesn't change who powers it. And the real problem that nobody wants to admit is that the real issue isn't that your service is inefficient, is that your expertise is embedded in delivery. And as long as that is true, you scale effort, not ownership, not leverage, and not optionally, okay? This is why founders say, I want software as a service. But they actually want the business to work without them. That's what they really want. What you need to understand is that services scale volume and products scale decisions. A real product does one thing: it removes the founder from the critical path, not by automating everything, not by replacing the team, by turning repeated judgment into a system. If the same decisions get made, client after client, project after project, that's not a people problem, okay? You don't need to hire more people. That's extractable value. And I understand that, that you can feel uncomfortable at this point because I'm changing your belief system, okay? Revenue doesn't matter if it increases dependence, and growth doesn't matter if it increases fragility. That's why so many founders stay stuck. The business rewards them just enough to avoid hard structural change. So I'm not saying to you, quit your service or build a software as a service immediately or automate everything. What I'm telling you is that you can create systems, okay, and that assistance could be software, okay, it could be a software as a service to replace the decisions that you take every single day, because that's not only draining your time but also draining your energy. And if you want me to help you with that, the only thing that you need to do is go to the comment section and book a call with me. I'm going to review your business completely, and I will convert your idea into a software as a service in just a couple of weeks, so it doesn't depend on you. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, it would help me a lot if you subscribe and hit the like button, because in that way we can keep reaching new people, and it only takes a couple of seconds. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.